I hope you're off to a great start with Marketing 4360, Marketing Strategy. This is Module 2, entitled Market Share, Revenue, and Stakeholders. Marketing Strategy seeks to deliver growth relative to market share, profits, and improve stakeholders. Remember those stakeholders: our employees, our vendors, our investors or owners, and ultimately our customers, whether they be consumers, whether they be buyers, or whether they be clients for services. There are two tools that you're going to use during the market planning process. One is called the Growth Matrix by your text, and the other is called SWOT. Strength, Weaknesses, Opportunities, Threat Analysis. Both of these tools were developed by a long-standing and very reputable consulting firm, Boston Consulting Group. In fact, they often are one of the top 10 companies to work for in America, according to Fortune magazine. These two tools help us understand the impact of innovation. The impact of innovation not only on markets, but on our firm or our corporation. Whether it be for-profit, nonprofit, or even governmental nowadays, it does not matter. The same marketing strategy and planning processes work across all three sectors. There's 5 recognizable forms of innovation, and later on in the course we will deal specifically with those forms of innovation, but let me mention them to you now. When you hear the term entrepreneurship, many people think about starting a new business, and any of the 5 forms of innovation are the basis for starting a new business. But Joe Schumpeter, the famous Austrian economist that came over to America during the 1940s and found residence at Harvard University, created the term entrepreneurship as we use it in modern times, and it was defined to mean that there's 5 specific and measurable forms of innovation. The first is new product. A new product will allow us to gain new market share. New means of production. A new means of production can reduce cost and create new profit. Same is true for new means for supply, the third form of measurable innovation. The fourth form of innovation is a new market. We might create an altogether new market, something like we've seen Amazon over the years do. Federal Express did that in the transport industry. Henry Ford created a new market for automobiles because they were very high priced until he learned how to reduce cost using the moving assembly line. Finally, a new enterprise form. A new enterprise doesn't mean a new business. A new enterprise form means the way we administer a business, the way we organize our structure, our administrative processes. It usually requires a cultural change. We'll talk more about that later on in another module. But right now, recognize that the way that we measure these new forms of innovation is using Boston Consulting Group's tools, the Growth Matrix and SWOT analysis. In your practical marketing plan assignment for this course, you will actually do a SWOT analysis for your choice of the products offered by either BMW or Samsung. I want to speak a bit about brand right now. We hear it a lot, and it comes, I think, from the old days when we would brand cattle and they would represent the quality of the beef we had on that hoof that we produced at our ranch. Today, we use it a little bit differently. We use it to define our image and our place or position within the marketplace. You'll see that both of Boston Consulting Group's tools are effective for helping us understand brand. Brand is that image in the mind of our stakeholders that we occupy. Who are we? What do we do? How well do we do it? And why do they want to do it with us? Mission, vision, and code of conduct are very important. Together they influence us at the corporate strategy, the business unit strategy, and at the functional strategy levels. Mission is our overall big goal. Vision are the little goals we use to accomplish the big goal, and code of conduct are the constraints on our behavior, whether they be legal or moral or some combination thereof that we use to accomplish what? Forms of innovation. New market share, better prices, and attraction of better stakeholders. You should be prepared for Module 2 now. I wish you well. Always consult your instructor and begin collaborating with your classmates. Recently, 2011 to 2013, a landmark or seminal study was made complete that shows that creativity, which is the basis for innovation, comes directly from collaboration. Not usually an individual idea, but a collection of ideas within an organized structure based on values, beliefs, and attitudes or culture that define how we do things, the administrative processes in our organizations. Of course, you'll hear this often said in your text, but I think it worthy of mention again here and now. So best wishes for Module 2. Thank you.